A wee bit of time has passed. It is now something. What year is it? How do I tell? I've forgotten. Autumn 20th. Autumn of the 20th year. There we go. How to figure things out. Our food is on the rise. Happiness is on the fall. A merchant has arrived. Words. With some cattle. There's 800 apiece. So to get all of them would require that much. How much do we have total? Not that much. So let's lower this until it's 3 cattle. We can afford 3 cattle. We can almost afford 4. No, we can't. So let's watch Sleepy fail it. No, I actually got it right the first time. How did I manage to do that? I don't know. Math! Hooray! Trade. Dismiss. I could have left them there to try and get some more cattle, but we will pass on that. I made another orchard because we got another thing of seeds. We built more houses. I've moved my I've moved some stuff from down here. These are set to be demolished. I don't need them. They're not very efficient. And I've moved a Forester's Lodge and a Gatherer's Hut up here. Forester's Lodge is new. Gatherer's Hut was from down there. And I'm not using another hunting lodge, although I could. We'll wait on that. Our food's doing fine. Our clothes are alright. They should be fine. And now we have some cattle, which we can use. A little pasture. Just a small pasture? I don't know how big the pasture has to be. We'll build an 18 by 10 pasture. And hopefully that should be alright. Left a little gap here, so we can kind of move down that way, which will allow us room for a few more houses. Like so. Although that space probably could have fit a house as well. I could put one there, and no, maybe I can't actually. So we'll need some cattle people. Also, our crops are doing really well. You can see we're actually getting tons of food from them. But we don't have enough farmers, so I'm actually going to do this. So put that up to there. Once they complete that, we'll figure out how many herdsmen we need. We're actually losing probably maybe 2,000 food every year just because we can't get it fast enough. Tons of people are dying of old age as well, because of how long I stagnated the population, which is going to cause problems, but hopefully it's alright. We have enough laborers to replace people as they go out, and the population is on the rise, so I built all these houses. The builders are actually so busy that they can't build half of these things. Especially since they have to demolish this stuff over here, and they have to build that stuff up there. They've already built all this other stuff. And the storage barn is working as intended, which is kind of cool. I may use this knowledge in the future to build a bunch of storage barns everywhere. The firewood is enough? Oh, it's because we're restocking this, aren't we? Yeah. It's not a problem then. Alright. One thing I have noticed is once again that people are running along here rather than using this fancy stone roadway I have, which is infuriating. But whatever. Actually both of the builders have taken up residence over here, which is bad for what they're doing down south, but they've been building mostly up here, so that makes sense. But anyway, the food from all these places is actually going to the storage barn, and then all these houses around here get their food from that storage barn. For some reason this house has 4 coal. Can you use coal in place of firewood? That's a thing I don't know. Like, it's technically a fuel source, but can you use it like firewood? Interesting. We're actually maxed out on iron. Put some work into coal on that one. Actually, would it even matter? Were people working at that one? I don't know. I'd imagine they split their workforce and worked on both of them, but I don't actually know how that works either. I don't know how many things work, so... Alright, so now we can put our cattle here. Max of 9. That's a lot. We only bought 3, so it'll take ages before this does anything. And we actually only need 1 herdsman, so that's really good. And now we get to watch the cattle do something very silly. And just kind of you know, traverse everything. So get there on their own. That was only one. The others should come over here once they pass there. Yeah. It's really quite bizarre looking. They just kind of walk out on their own. Go across rivers, you know, through our crops, through the fence. That one didn't even get in the fence. He just kind of standing there. Yeah, whatever. I'll sort it out. That one's almost done. One right there. So our population will be on the rise again shortly. The nomads have arrived. I'm actually tempted to take them. They don't have houses. Will they take up residence in free houses, or are they just going to stand around? Or are houses not free anymore? Do they not share houses with other people? No, it looks like, yeah, some of them took houses. We just didn't have enough. Alright. Houses freaking everywhere. 2 there. 2 there. Should be more than enough. I have a ton of laborers. I'm going to put 2 more in farmers because I want those farms fully equipped. We don't even need 8 foresters, but... So we have 74 people, 2 students, 18 children. We're doing good on supplies overall. Okay. You're chilling, sucking up all the firewood. I've lowered them so much. We don't need that many people getting stoned, let's be honest here. Also, check out this sweet corn model. That's a corn model if ever I saw one. Summer year 21. I could force them to early harvest these things. And it looks like this field just started too. It's a bit late on that field. Most of these trees are dead. I really like orchards, but orchards. I'm gonna keep saying orchards. I don't know why, but I am. So we're gonna roll with that. Should probably put a well up here. We will slap it on that corner. Just in case this area catches on fire, we have a well there. The other well is right here, which is probably capable of servicing those 2 areas. I would hope. I would imagine it's not that far, but it's probably not the most efficient thing. So they're starting harvest, early autumn. Will they finish harvest on the crops? The orchards can do their own thing, I don't really care. I'll probably end up removing both of those, but for now they can stay. We need more happiness. I think we need a chapel. Probably need a cemetery somewhere too. Where should we put the cemetery? It's gonna be freaking massive. Let's put it over here. A 17 by 17 cemetery block. There you go. And I'll actually unpause this, give the builder something to do, and that'll give it a quick path to the cemetery so we can chuck people's corpses over there. Our food is full. I never imagined I would see that day. Let's up it to just something absurd, 15k, because now we're just letting food waste on the field here. Which is no good. Food doesn't go bad as far as I'm aware, so... Our iron is still maxed because our tools are still maxed. So many tools. Approved. Merchant has arrived. What does he have? A metric crap ton of seeds. Holy crap. He's figured out what I liked. Pepper seeds, we don't have. Apple seeds we don't have and I don't care about. Wheat seeds I don't think we do. No. So we could get some wheat seeds. Yeah, let's get some wheat seeds. And then we need 625 of these to counter that, so trade. We'll leave him there. Probably shouldn't have done that midwinter, but... And I'm going to just screw that orchard. We don't want it. I don't care about it. It's not doing me any good. Hopefully it was a 15 by 15 block. It was. Perfect. And now I have to remove all those trees. We have technically too many farmers, but it shouldn't be an issue once we get this part back up. Actually, no, we'll leave it on 2 builders. Yeah, we'll leave it on 2 builders. We're going through coal at an astronomical rate. The people must be using coal as a fuel source rather than just firewood. Because even with so much firewood going to here, we're still, like, outproducing that. But coal is almost always at 0 despite producing hundreds a season. It's crazy. There we go. Crop fields take a little bit more workers than orchards do to maintain, but they also produce much more food, so it's a huge crop area over here. I like that. They build more houses up here. That thing's filling up like crazy. You've got so much food. Fit you there? No, that sucks. Can't fit you there either. Actually, let's get a tailor, not a blacksmith up here. Should be fine without a blacksmith up here. Should probably get an herbalist up here though. Not the most efficient herbalist, but it should be fine. We'll get a second herbalist or herbalist. I hate words with silent letters in them. Just like out of spite of silent letters, because it makes everything impossible to pronounce. And herb is one of those things, but I've been pronouncing it like herb for so long that I'm just going to keep pronouncing it like herb. You have no firewood in your house. A lot of people have no firewood in their house. Because it's going to here. I'm actually going to drop that to 0 for a while. 000, to be specific. Let these people get firewood. I don't want people freezing. You don't have a job because your building's not built. I mostly want a tailor up here to provide these people with quick access to clothing and stuff. I would build a blacksmith up here, but I don't think that matters too much because the tools wear out so infrequently. Yeah, may need a woodcutter up here actually. Put a little bit of space between the two, and we will get a woodcutter queued up. Let's actually prioritize these 2 dongles over there. Just those 2 dongles. We have so many kids. Holy crap, I just realized that. We have so much food though, too. Happiness is really low though. We need more builders. Is there anything to siphon off without too much of an issue? We need the stone cutters. The miners we can siphon a little bit off of. Someone just died of old age? Yeah. You'll notice in a lot of the recordings, I don't have this thing up, but when I play on my own, I always have this thing up. It's so helpful. So I'm just, even though it takes up space and I'm playing in 720 and there's not a lot of screen real estate, I apologize, but it's so useful. You can quickly and easily see someone died of old age. He was replaced by a laborer. You can see where your laborers are going and all that crap. Wow, that looks cool. Did such a good job with the models and stuff. Even like the really small stuff, like the crops. It looks so cool. I like that. I mean, it's not like a high polygon model or anything. I can't zoom in and look right at it, but it's a crop field. It looks like a crop field. It functions like a crop field. Probably smells like a crop field. We're going to build this first. The builders have not started on that because we have no stone. Where's all the stone going? Probably would like to go to there. Here, I'm going to pause both of those. I almost thought it said a child named Christ for a second there was born. Trader. I just want to see what he has. Chickens! You know, I would like to have chickens, but we're so busy right now, just moving stuff. To trade for chickens, I'd probably just end up trading firewood again. It's the easiest thing to get. Let's tell people to gather stone. We have no stone. We're not gathering stone at a very quick pace. So just gather, you know what, just queue up all of this stone on this little area to be gathered. That should give us plenty as they do that. How is our crops doing? It looks like they're doing alright. We're only into autumn. It's late autumn when I start getting worried about the crops. Wheat's looking a little slow though. Most of your farmer's time goes into gathering. The planting is really quick. The growth happens on their own. Most of the time goes into gathering. You have to pick it up and move it, pick it up and move it, so it takes a ton of time. We're into late autumn. It's looking like we'll need, oh dear, no laborers available to replace people who are farming. Farmer. We've actually lost a ton of farmers. That's probably part of the problem. We have 69 adults. That is all of the adults we need. I'm gonna drop the builders back down because we need laborers, quite frankly. The reserve of firewood is low. We have so much food though that we can probably just stop producing or getting seeds and making more farms and stuff. We're probably fine. Especially since we have such a huge stockpile, we'll probably slowly build out, let our builders catch up on building things like that tailor. The woodcutter's done though. Woodcutter doesn't have a road, so I'll cue that in the middle. I hate so much that they just path over this freaking mountain. Passion. Herbalist died of old age. This is all the people from when I just stopped building houses. So large swaths of our population are just going to die off, sadly. Which is going to make people less happy because I don't have this cemetery built. I'm sorry, people. Should have built it before, but I didn't. So, deal with it. And on that note, we got most of the crops, I think. So on that note, I will see you guys for the next update when something exciting happens. Like, people continue to die of old age, apparently.